Hello, my name is Feaster, and my strength and conditioning program is designed for basketball players before the season starts. For self-myofascial, we start off with the calf release using a foam roller. So here we are doing leg swings for the dynamic stretch. So basically how you would perform this exercise is you will swing your legs from side to side. You can hold onto a wall to use for stability. Next, we're moving into the core and we're going to flexion, which is a regular sit-up. As you can see, she's lifting all the way up to do a sit-up. The regression for this exercise, as you can see, is she is just lifting up a little bit, not going all the way up. As you move into the progression, she straightens her legs and she lifts all the way up to really develop your core. We continue with the core. We're moving into rotation, a seated Russian twist. Now, as you can see, her feet are lifted off the ground, which is the baseline. Now the regression is your feet are on the floor performing the same exercise. As we move into the progression, she grabs weight and elevates her feet again. This exercise targets the oblique muscles. Now we are moving into the lower body hip dominant unilateral. As you can see, she's doing a step up using a platform, which is the baseline to this exercise. A regression is to take away the platform and then just do a regular step up with no platform. The progression to this exercise is to use the platform again and then just add weight doing this step up. This exercise is really good for targeting the glute, the quadriceps, and the hamstrings. Now we are going into hip dominant bilateral. This is a hip abduction, which is for the baseline, you are just lifting your leg all the way up. As you can see now for the regression, she's just keeping her ankles together and just lifting only her knees. For the progression, use a band to create more resistance and then you continue to lift your leg all the way up. So now we are going into knee dominant unilateral. The baseline of this exercise is, as you can see, she's doing a split squat using a platform. So here we are getting into the regression of the split squat. So what you would do is take away the platform and then just do a regular split squat. For the progression, which is what she's doing now, is you add weight into your hands and then you go back to using the platform. Now we are moving into knee dominant bilateral. Now we are going into just a regular jump squat. This exercise is good for targeting your quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, and glutes. Now she's doing the regression to the jump squat, which is to not jump and to just do a regular squat. Progression will be adding weight. So she's going to pick up a bar and then continue to do the jump squat. So here we have is a baseline for a push-up for horizontal pull upper body. Now she's going into the regression, which is doing a push-up kneeling. The progression to this exercise is using a TRX to do the push-up. Now we are going into a TRX row, which is the baseline for horizontal pull. The regression to this exercise is doing the TRX tabletop row to create more stability for yourself in your back. The progression for this exercise is to do it with one single arm and lift yourself up. Now we are going into a standing shoulder press. This is the baseline for this exercise. And this is for a vertical push. The regression, as you can see her doing now, is a seated shoulder press. Now we are getting into the progression of the seated shoulder press, which is adding more weight. Now we are getting into vertical pull. The baseline is a kneeling lat pull down. And as you can see, both knees are on the floor, and this is the baseline. The regression is to sit on any chair and perform a seated lat pull down. The progression is to only stand on one leg and perform the same exercise.